Hello and welcome back here in the Bricklink studio, and welcome back to another update from my Brickgate city. And once I want to show you for the first time ever the final result of today's update at the beginning of the video, and after that I am going to show you how we got to that point. So stay tuned for a nice update here in my city. Let's start today by looking at what we have done the last time. We have started another new building here based on a fantasy set, and by fantasy's help I got 3 sets of that building, and I started making my own version of that building, something I'm often doing in my city. I'm often using official sets, often from Lego, not only from fantasy and other companies, and starting to make my own version out of that building. That's the same I'm doing here, and as always, the Brickgate, the Brick World buildings are bigger, they have a realistic scale, and that's also what I wanted to do here. So I started working at the next floor. It is a little bit complicated because we have a little structure here, this wooden structure, where some parts are just a half stud, in a distance from the other parts, and it makes it a little bit complicated to build up, but at the end I found a solution to build that up. Also I have that complicated corner here with that 45-degree angle, and it's a little bit complicated, but I wanted to start building up and working in the inside in another update, just to find out how the facade of that building should look at the end, and after that I can start working inside. So the next complicated part was not to build up that wooden structure here. After I found out how to make the connection between 2 floors, it was easy to build it up. But the next complicated part was to build up that corner structure here. I tested a lot of stuff. I removed a lot of parts I have tested out, but at the end I got that, I think, quite nice structure here. It was not so easy to build up everything. I also was able to integrate these half-cutted tiles inside. I also worked with snot technique. It means a studs not on top technique. It means the studs are not going up from down to the upper parts, but from the side. That makes it a little bit complicated, but if you're doing it right, you can get some very nice structures. So I integrated these behind that wooden structure. And I think I have a very nice idea how to build up that building in more updates. Right now we are just working here on that floor, but I'm not sure right now, as I said in the last update, how big that building should be at the end. Maybe 5-6 floors. I think that's a very nice height for the final building, because I think we need some higher buildings here around our roundabout. And I also wanted to show you how the chaos is coming into the room, because I really opened up all these 3 boxes from the official fantasy set, from that company building here, and I just opened up everything I need and just used mostly parts from these 3 sets, also using some other parts, but I just threw everything on the floor, looking for what I can need, what I can choose, what I can use to build up. By the way, that's this brick separator from Fantasy. It's looking very nice and interesting. You have that very nice option here to remove some of these Technic studs, and yeah, a lot of parts just laying around. It's a big mess, it's a big chaos. Also, that's a very interesting part here with some interesting parts, but at the end I have to really clean up everything when I'm done with that update, but it's a big mess. I think it's just interesting to see how it looks when you're building stuff like that, and it's just always pure chaos at the end. It's a big mess, everything laying around, and you don't know where to put everything. But after all, I found a way to build up on the other side. It took me some time to find the right paths to build it up and to check out how everything should look, because it's a interesting building. It's a combination of that concrete look combined with that wooden structure. It's a very interesting side or facade here, and I really wanted to integrate that facade that comes from the official set into my version of the building. And of course the building is bigger, as always in my city, because I'm just building a realistic scale city, so everything is bigger, taking a lot of time, a lot of parts, a lot of money, and at the end I think it looks quite nice. Just a look here from the other side of the table, and I think we're on a very nice way to integrate that building here next to our roundabout. And I said it last time that I was not quite sure where to build up that building, but as I'm building up more and more of the building, I think it's a very nice location to build it just here at our roundabout, because it looks quite nice. It adds some new color here, with these wooden structures. And also we have that little shop here, the plate. That's something I just reintegrated from the official set, from the official design. And I think I'm on a good way to integrate that building into my city here. Of course, I'm not quite sure how big it is going to be at the end, but we are on a good way to build up everything right now. Right now, I'm just at a testing phase, of course. I'm just testing out everything. That's also the reason why I'm not building in the inside right now, because I just want to find out how it should look from the outside before I'm working really inside, because often it takes some time to rebuild some stuff, and it makes it very complicated if you already have done the inner parts. So I just want to build up a little bit of the facade, maybe some more floors on top of it, and then I can start really adding all the details as always inside, adding light, adding storytelling, adding minifigures and stuff like that. And I think, very nice way adding everything here. It's going to be a very nice district here in my opinion, and everything comes quite nicely together. But of course, the whole district is still a big construction yard. We not only have that building to build up, we have other buildings around here, the corner area. We have the big cinema project in the area behind it. We have the started blue building, and also that's not so nice here because it is very ugly facade here on the right side of the building. That's already done, but there's going to be my version of the Daily Bugle next to it, so I'm just thinking about starting also working on that so I can see how everything comes together. And of course we have a lot of buildings started, not so much buildings completely done, but I'm just need to find out how everything should look like, how everything combines. And it's, in my opinion, very important to just start everything here around that area to just have a overall look, and everything can finally get a nice look. Because I think it's not a good idea to just build up one building the next, because everything should look in a good combination. That's easier to, in my opinion, to do that if you just start everything a little bit and then find out how the general look of every building is going to be at the end, so we can really combine everything at the end. And that's the reason why there's a lot of stuff here in that area around the roundabout to be done. And yeah, I just think it's a very nice start here of that building on the left side. And as always, feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of my city, and of course feel free to write whatever you have in mind in the comment area. I really want to read and see what you have in your mind, what you think about my city, any ideas, everything else. So that's it for today. We did a lot of stuff here on the left building. More updates coming soon here on the English channel, and also you can see more of my city already on the German channel. So stay tuned for future updates, and bye.